Hi, Mark Diaz here for 2danimation101.com. In this lesson, I'm gonna show you how I produced the audio for the animation of the Da Vinci, the Mona Lisa, the real Da Vinci Code. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that I'm not gonna go in depth in how to produce audio because that takes like an hour to explain. So I'm just gonna go really high level, but you should know that you can go to 2d101.com/audio to get this course. If you already have access to it, then you already know how to do all of this. So what I like to do when I'm creating an animation is, because I'm a musician, the first thing I want to do is pick the perfect music or compose some ideas for the music. And that's the first step I do. The music, it inspires me. I want something exciting or anything, right? So for this particular animation, I wanted something from the Renaissance. And what I did was get the music from Fontana Giovanni Battista, the Sonata Quinta, right? And of course, at the end, when the Mona Lisa says, "I'll be back," I'm gonna use the music from the Terminator 2, but only a couple of seconds, right? Less than 10 seconds. And then I found both of them in YouTube, and then you can just go to ytmp3.cc, which takes you to this website. And for example, if I go to YouTube and get this particular music, I can just click on the address, copy, then I just press Ctrl C on the keyboard and then paste it in here and export it as MP3. Now, if you go to your project files and go to music, you will see the downloaded versions of those files. Then step 2. For step 1 is the music, we got it. Step 2, the voice. For the voice, all I did was call one of my friends who is a voice actress, and she just recorded the voice for the Mona Lisa. It was really quick. This is the recording.
Hey, you want to know the secret of the real Da Vinci Code? Okay, here's the secret. I'll be back.
And of course, in the course for mixing audio for animation in Audacity, I also show you tricks that you can use of recording the audio with your phone and then mix it out in Audacity. Then step 3, edit the audio. For this, you can use Audacity like I teach, but in this case, what I used is Premiere Pro because this was super duper quick. I didn't need much complexity. And let me show you what I just did. This is the track of my friend. Let me solo it so you can listen to the line that I picked.
Hey, you want to know the secret of the real Da Vinci Code? Okay, here's the secret. I'll be back.
If you want to practice, you have access in the project files. If you go to project files, just click on the folder voice, and in there you will have that track, the Mona Lisa voice, this exact track right here. And then what I did was add the music, and as you can see, we have the music from Fontana Giovanni Battista, and then the music lowers down a little bit, and then we have the Terminator theme. Only a couple of seconds, and that's it. It's the animation lasts until here, but then just I added a little bit of fade out, and that's it, right? So if we listen to the whole track, oh, by the way, this is important to note. As you can see, I have an empty space in here. Why? Because if you remember in the visualization, I want to start by showing the Louvre, the Mona Lisa in the museum, right? And then she starts talking. So that is going to be this little space right here, the setting up of the joke. So let's listen to it.
Hey, you want to know the secret of the real Da Vinci Code? Okay, here's the secret. I'll be back.
And that's it. All right? So as you can see, we have a fade out and then fade in for the changing of the themes. And that's it. Now we need a final step. We need to take the elements so we can use them in Cartoon Animator 4. We need step 4, render the audio. For that, what I'm going to do is have one clip that has only the voice and another clip that has the music and background, right? The reason I want that is because I want this audio isolated so I can just take that track and import it into the character in Cartoon Animator and it will have auto lip sync. So that's pretty cool and time saving. Okay, and the music in another track. I'm gonna show you how I export it and how I recommend you export it. What I do is, this is something you can also do in Audacity. I just mute any other layer, or I can also solo my voice track and then I'm gonna render it. Now, I don't want to only take this track alone. That is only this from point A to point B. That's not what I want. I want this audio to be this long. I want all this empty silence and then the character talking. Why? Because I want them to be in sync. When this music goes lower, I want all of this to be empty. I want the character not talking. So in Cartoon Animator, the way this is going to work is that we're going to have like a couple of seconds of the character silent, and then she's going to start talking, right? So for that, what I do is just create a render of all of this. How? By going to File, Export, and Export Media. I can also just press Ctrl M. Then I'm going to render it as MP3. Just click, is going to have the name of the project, Mona Lisa, the real Da Vinci Code. Let me export it into a folder called Audio so you can access it. I'm going to include that in the project file. And then it's going to have all of that, but it's going to have voice. So that's the voice alone. I press export. That's it. Now, if I go to my project files, go to audio and check the render, you will see that it starts with silence.
Hey, you want to know the...
And then on around second 6, it starts talking, right? I want all that empty part to be there in the file. Now I'm gonna solo this. I'm gonna unsolo it and then mute. So I only have the music. And I'm gonna do the same. I go to File, Export, Media. And now in the same folder, this is gonna be called Music or Sound or Audio. For this, because it's only music, I'm just gonna add music. Save and then export. That's it. Super quick. Now we have those two files and we're ready to start animating. In the next lesson, we're gonna start working now with Cartoon Animator. We're gonna import the images, rig them, and prepare them for animation, then put the background and the music and do all the scene, okay? So in the next lesson, we're just gonna prepare the images for animation. Okay, see you in the next lesson.